Hi everyone, welcome. First of all, I want you to know that you're safe. Shoo, shoo. Your soul knows what I just said. Welcome. So, I thought to myself, I'm going to do this in Dutch, but you know what? I'm going to do it in English anyway. This video is about my products because I feel it's time that, I want to talk about my products because before I continue, thank you so much, my new clients. My business has been slowly but steady growing, and I just feel this warmth and enthusiasm working with my existing and new clients, because I have clients that have come to me for readings for several years already, and experiencing returning clients is just so wonderful. It motivates me to gives me extra motivation to do this work and grow and evolve together, because this mass healing that is happening, we're in this together. I keep repeating that. And of course, it's wonderful to be able to work with new clients as well. And one thing that I noticed, and this is for other, especially other spiritual business owners, if you are promoting yourself, do not feel disempowered or demotivated when people don't comment on your stuff or when people don't share your stuff. Keep reminding them, because it's necessary for us to gain more exposure, so that people know that we exist, so that people know that we do what we do. But I get a lot of private messages of people, and sometimes people even tell me that they have been following me for years before they reach out. So it's important that you stay on your track and do not feel demotivated when you don't get the comments, because what we do, there's still a taboo around what we do, and most people still follow the crowd. When they see that something is popular, they feel more safe to interact with it. It's like a restaurant, when you and it's logical, it makes sense. When you are walking in a city, for example, and you are trying to find a good restaurant, most people don't step into a restaurant where nobody is eating. When they see a restaurant where it's packed, they even stand outside, being lined up, and wait for a long time sometimes, because they see it's popular. And it makes sense, because you feel safe, and it feels as if you have proof that it works, that it's good food. And with restaurants where nobody is sitting, people wonder why. But imagine that restaurant is new, or that restaurant has food that people don't know yet, but it's wonderful and it's healthy. And you know there are those restaurants need people, the new customers, the new clients that are brave enough to try something new. um, and it's the same with spiritual businesses. But there's hope, because our work is becoming more and more known and accepted by the mass, which has its positive and negative sides. But yeah, it's the same with me. Sometimes I also see other entrepreneurs and other business owners, even spiritual owners, that already have more interaction, and it's so important if we want our business to grow. But at the end of the day, I don't mind because I know I have my clientele already and it's steadily growing at the perfect pace. So, my products. So, thank you everybody who already works with me. So, my products. I have several services up on my website, OLNUZOLA.com right now. And I developed them throughout, the years. And where shall I start? I will start with the deepest service that I created, and it's called the Empress Priestess service, and it's a threefold service where you get 2 video calls of an hour, and in between, I say I work behind the screens, I do the work for you. So we'll interact 2 times in 2 video calls. And I developed this out of a need of a existing client that I did a couple of pre-recorded tarot readings for, and she expressed that she felt the need to go deeper and reading reading the things she expressed what she needed, and was so lovely for me because it was already at the vibration that I work with. My work is super feminine, and I do work with, a certain structure is necessary, but when I truly work from my heart and truly be authentic, the messages and the healing is the most powerful. And in order for me to do that, I need to be able to flow with it. I need to be able to take my time for you. And you can't do that too quickly. A lot of readers, for example, there seems to be this how shall I say it? Trust is a thing. There seems to be this necessity, but it's a mist. It's false. It's not something. There's not a strong foundation. I'm drifting off a little bit. Hear me out. There's this thing what I noticed that a lot of readers do. They tend to throw all the messages at you, throw all the symbolism at you, and tell you that you should do this, you should do this, you should do this. And I know that there are many readers and healers that have the ability to receive messages that quickly, but there are a lot of readers that are simply spitting out the theory that they learned, which still is doing the work, because it's the symbolism speaks to your subconscious. But if you truly want sincere, authentic, profound, and personalized guidance in a reading with a healer, for example with me, we need to take our time, okay? So this first service that I'm sharing today, the Empress Priestess service, threefold, what we'll do in the first, so I created this intuitively from my heart. And if you read the description on my website, in my shop, you'll notice that you already step into a journey. It's really a journey. So the first hour, you are going to share with me what is up. And I also want to motivate or empower you, or to also go with the flow. You don't have to prepare. Just tell me what's on your heart, and that experience alone can already be enlightening, Share what blockages you experience, share what grief you still carry with you, share where you feel like you most people that book this service with me, they feel like they are stuck somewhere and they want, you know, some sort of find some sort of freedom and ways and tips and advice to evolve into the next stage. They want to continue on their life, and they are already doing more work than they realize. So this first hour of the Empress Priestess service is a video call between you and me where you share what's on your heart, and I'll listen and I'll take notes. And already in that hour, a lot of messages from both our higher selves will come to me, and I write them down. Um, and Simply by listening to you. And I may ask some questions, but above all, you know, we will tap in. I'm able to tap in with your story, with your formula, with your past, present, and future, and I make notes. And then, like I said, the second step is for you behind the scene, because then I allow myself to receive those things that are necessary for you right now in your life to, you know, break through something, or things that are good for you to focus on. I might even create a stop plan, how you call it, like a schedule and tips and things that you can do, actually practical things that you can do to tap in and tune into that new program, actually a healthy program. And these messages will come to me, you know, it can vary, it can come to me within a week. I promise you that um, it won't take more than a month before I reach out to you and we can schedule in the second video call, in which, you know, I will share my advice, I will share my messages. What else can I say? So it is very personal, and it varies with every person what you will experience, but I guess this is the way I can describe it. Yeah, in general, how it works. So check it out in my website. There's also an option to book a subscription with me, and it goes per 3 months, and you'll get a discount. So if you would like to continuously do the work with me, that's also an option. Then I have my newest service is the 1 hour video call, and I also created it out of the need of existing clients, because it's more personal and it allows us to have an interaction, and you can also purchase or book this video call as an adding to the Empress Priestess service. So if you already had that and you feel like you don't want to book the whole threefold thing, you just feel like, you know, you want to update me on certain things, or you have questions, or if it's your first time and you prefer personal contact over a pre-recorded video, you know, you can ask me as many questions that fit the hour. I can use several decks, you know, it's free. It's just a nice, personal, interactive, spiritual consult. Um, um, it can almost feel as if we're sitting on my table and drinking tea together, you know, and have a chat with your witchy sis. And yeah, it's just personal. It's 50 euros. Check it out in my shop. Then I also have a chat option, chat consult for 10 minutes if you want to get to know me a little bit and have questions, or have one question that I can pull a card and I give you quick advice. There's also the option for 30 minutes chat, and I created that because I started working at mediumchat.nl, which is a psychic hotline basically, which is nice, but I prefer my own business, of course, which is, it's cheaper for you and I get paid more of it. So and I, you know, before I started working at mediumchat.nl, well, I worked at a couple of other psychic hotlines, but that was on the phone. I didn't realize that people preferred that way of, doing a spiritual consult or a reading through chat. So I offer that as well. And then I have several pre-recorded tarot readings that you can book with me. I have a 9-card um, reading, 3-card reading. I have a Lighten Your Heart love reading. I have a moon cycle reading, and I also have a oracle reading. I think it's 15 euros. No, my baby's not up yet. Which is 15 euros, and those are pre-recorded, as I mentioned, meaning that as soon as you booked, and you can use these readings also to ask several questions, 3 questions. So the 9-card and the 3-card, you can ask up to 3 questions, and most of the time I pull more cards than that. By the way, I always tend to give more, and that's just I guess my ethics, my standards, that I feel that this work that I do, I don't believe in doing this for free, because I've spent a lot of time doing research on the things that I share, and on practicing my spiritual muscles, if you will. And it takes a lot of energy also. So I'm not gonna do this work for free, but I do feel that it is my higher purpose to share my light, share my knowledge with the people, so we can heal together. And so I do believe, in giving extras. Yeah. So what else? I think this was it. So I invite you to check out my website. I feel like I want to share something else. So the benefits of the pre-recorded videos is that you will get, so you book one, and then I'll do the video, do your recording as soon as I can, which may vary. I'm a mother. But I'll do it as soon as I can, and I upload it to my YouTube channel, but only you get the link. So you are welcome to share the link with someone else, but if you don't, you're the only person that can watch the video, and it will stay on my channel for at least a year. But I never deleted my recordings yet of my clients. But so the benefit is you can rewatch it. And I noticed that many clients do. And they have shared with me that sometimes, when they watched it the second or the third time, they, got new realizations. And sometimes, stuff came true. And, when I shared the insights on the future, something that I would like to add is that the future isn't set in stone. And it's a bit paradoxical, because I do fortune telling, I do pull cards that will share possible outcomes of the future. And like I said, clients have shared with me that stuff has come true. My predictions have been coming true, but I always remind you that the future isn't set in stone, and this is because every day you have the power to make choices that will change your reality at the exact moment, or you can plant the seeds that will, change outcome of your future. And everybody has that. So all the people in the world have that power, which can also influence you. And most importantly, so the possible outcome cards that will come out, that is what, there's a high possibility that that's what's going to happen if you don't do anything. And then surrounding cards can give you advice on how to change that outcome, or how to, I guess in a way, boost that outcome or work towards it, you know, if the outcome is something that you like. So that was a little side note. So the pre-recording videos, the benefits of it is that you can rewatch it, but also it allows you to be experience this reading in a more private setting, because you can choose when you will watch it. You know, you can sit back and you don't have to interact with me. You can just sit back, and the fact that you don't have to respond to me gives you a certain mind space in which you can actually deeper connect with your subconscious. Because what happens is, if you're just listening to me, your connection and communication with your higher self will become stronger, because there's this space where you don't have to respond to me, and you will notice that my messages will ignite things from your subconscious. And on the other side, with the video call, there is an interaction. So, you know, you can ask me follow-up questions, and we can take that journey into the reading together, and you can have a say in where it goes, you know, by asking me follow-up questions. So it both have ups and downs. What else? So I work with tarot decks, I work with oracle decks. I counted my decks the other day. I have 11 oracle decks and 23 tarot decks. I will share them. I will make videos of them so you can check it out, what's in my collection, and you can also let me know if a certain deck calls to you. And I think this was the video for today. I'm going to pull a goddess oracle card just to end this video as a nice message. And yeah, last thing before I pull the card, there are more things coming up in my shop. Something that I have been doing the research for years, and that I've been creating for myself already, are oil blends, and also jewelry. And I'm an artist as well, so my art is a bit on hold right now, because the way I create art, I need a lot of time. I truly travel in my paintings, and I work on my paintings sometimes for years. And you know, it wasn't very efficient to do that type of work right now, but it's something that I will always, you know, get back to. And you know, I will start selling my art again as well. Oh yeah, I also have another adding service to the Empress Priestess service, which is a how did I call it? Artsy advice, which is just a collection of my findings of advice and messages for you in an artistic way. For 15 euros. So it's an adding service, and I will add stuff to the subscription, because I roughly put it in my shop, because one of my clients wanted that, so she was able to buy it. So what's up for today? Goddess card. Sacred space, Nemetona. Make an altar for yourself, or visit a sacred sanctuary and connect with the gods. Shoo shoo. No no. Shoo 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 shoo. I love you. Peace. Thanks for watching, and subscribe and stay tuned for the next, because I'm on a roll. And I'm not going anywhere. There's so much that I'm going to do. Yeah. And I don't know where this comes from, but I'm expressing myself. Just keeping it real. Peace.